Okay, so I've come onto my Google Calendar in my Gmail, my personal Gmail, and you can see it's basically blank. That's because I spend almost my entire life at work. However, I also thought I'd do this because it's easier to add things and show you. So here we have our Google Calendar. This is my email, the Bibby Smith's email, and you can see here, the Bibby Smith's is my calendar. I also have Brian's personal calendar in here. We've created a family one that no one except me adds things to, so I don't do it anymore. Things like this. There's MJ's calendar that I don't even want to know what these things are here. So I just make sure I don't click on that. Things like this. People can share their calendar with you is what I'm saying. How do I create something in my calendar? So I come up to, believe it or not, create. I can click on the button create, or I can just click anywhere in my schedule here. So I do have a couple things down here I'll tell you about. But let's say today is Monday, December 7th. Let's say tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, I'm going to have coffee with Sharon, my favorite mother-in-law in the whole world. So I'm going to click right there, 8 o'clock. Now that's 8 a.m. and I'm going to put in coffee with Sharon. And it says here, it's Tuesday, December 8th. Find a time. I'll explain that in a minute. Add guests. Maybe Sharon would like this in her calendar as well. So if you have someone in your contacts and I click here, when I add a guest, their name will come up if you have them in your address book because Google's all integrated. So I'm going to start typing in Sharon. And there she is, Sharon. So I click on that here. And it says calendar cannot be shown. So Sharon and Ted haven't shared their calendar with me. They don't have to. It means I can't see what they're doing, and that's totally normal. But what I can do is send this to her. And if Sharon says yes, it will then go in her calendar. I can do, if I click right here, there'll be a link in there to meet. It's like Skype or FaceTime. It's Google Meet. It's the same sort of thing. I also have Zoom because I use Zoom all the time. Let's say I want to go to Sharon's local coffee place. If I was close to her, I can look in here and go to Google Maps. I can say things like, hi, in here for description. Hi, Sharon and Ted. I miss you and would love to catch up over coffee. And maybe I want to add an attachment of a photo I have, something like that. I could say, make it a Zoom meeting, and there would be a link that Sharon just has to touch, and you're in Zoom. Or I can do Google Meet if I want, or I don't have to do anything. Maybe Sharon and I always WhatsApp, which we basically do. So I can just delete this if I want and not worry about it, or just save. I'll show you more options in a sec. Let's say I push save. Because I've put Ted and Sharon's name in there, it says, would you like to send the invitation email to Google Calendar guests? And if I say send, Sharon's going to get an email that's going to say, let's have coffee tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going to send that. If I don't send, it still schedules it. That's not what don't send means. It just means she and I have maybe talked, and that's why it's not going to send, because it's going to pop it in her calendar as a maybe, and you're going to see that, or as she hasn't accepted yet. I'm going to go back to editing because she's going to think I'm crazy. That's how you create an event. Yeah. So next we're going to look at more details on how to do something. For instance, let's say we want to meet every Sunday for coffee. I'll show you that next.